Prince William honors humanitarian heroes at a global memorial. Get ready, because this is not just another royal appearance. This was a moment of global unity, emotional tribute, and powerful storytelling, led by none other than Prince William himself, a future king with a heart rooted in action. Picture this, a grand memorial hall draped in soft golden lights, flags from over 50 nations lining the walls, each representing individuals who put compassion above comfort, courage above convenience. The atmosphere was silent, not out of formality, but out of reverence. You could feel the weight of sacrifice in the air. No flashing paparazzi. No royal glamour. Just humanity at its finest, remembered. Honored, and uplifted, and then, Prince William stepped forward, wearing a dark navy suit and his signature solemn yet calm expression. He didn't enter as a royal figurehead. He entered as a son, father, and global citizen, ready to recognize those who gave everything for others. From aid workers in war zones to volunteers who saved lives during natural disasters, this wasn't a tribute to celebrities, it was a tribute to the silent heroes of the world. William began his speech not with royal protocol, but with a powerful statement: true greatness is not defined by wealth or status, but by the lives we touch and the light we leave behind. And just like that, every soul in the room leaned in. He spoke of doctors who traveled into epidemic zones without hesitation. Teachers who continued lessons under bomb shelters. Villagers who turned their homes into rescue shelters during floods. Ordinary people who performed extraordinary acts without expecting recognition. For a moment, it felt less like an event, and more like a message to humanity: heroes are not born in palaces. They rise in moments of crisis. One of the most emotional parts of the ceremony came when William invited family members of fallen humanitarians to the stage. There was a mother who lost her son while he was delivering food supplies to children in conflict zones. William didn't just shake her hand, he embraced her. She whispered something to him, and you could see him pause, visibly moved. Instead of rushing past, he stayed with her a moment longer, giving her the space to be seen, not just acknowledged. But then came the moment that melted even the toughest hearts. A young girl, no more than 10 years old, stepped forward to accept an honorary medal on behalf of her late father, a volunteer firefighter who died while saving others during a wildfire. The hall held its breath. William knelt down to speak to her at eye level. No cameras flashing in that moment, no palace officials guiding him, just a man comforting a child who now carried her father's legacy. He said, gently, "Your father was a real-life hero. And today, you are his voice. He'd be proud of your strength." The little girl nodded, clutching the medal like it was the world's most precious treasure. And honestly, at that moment, it was. The audience, filled with diplomats, aid foundation leaders, and global delegates, erupted in applause, but not loud applause. Gentle. Respectful. The kind that comes from admiration, not performance. Prince William then announced a new initiative, the Global Humanity Fund, a royal-backed grant designed to support ongoing humanitarian missions worldwide. What made it even more powerful was that William revealed he had personally contributed undisclosed funds to kickstart it. Not as a gesture of wealth, but as a statement of responsibility. And here's where the ceremony took an unexpected turn. Instead of closing with formalities, William invited everyone to stand and observe 30 seconds of silence, not as mourners, but as promisers. A promise to carry forward the spirit of those who gave everything. You could see tears. Even some world leaders bowed their heads, visibly emotional. Then, softly in the background, a choir began to perform an instrumental rendition of Amazing Grace, merging traditional pipes with modern orchestral strings. It wasn't dramatic. It was sacred. After the ceremony, journalists tried to ask William political questions. But he gracefully avoided shifting the tone. Today is not about speeches or headlines, he said. It's about remembering that change is possible because people choose courage. And that's the thing about Prince William, he doesn't just represent royalty. He represents service. He carries forward the legacy of his mother, Princess Diana, a woman who touched hands others feared to hold. And with every humanitarian step he takes, you can feel her spirit living through him. So let's ask the real question: is Prince William becoming the most impactful royal of his generation, not because of titles. Not because of heirs and crowns. But because he uses his platform to lift others. From mental health advocacy to environmental missions and now this powerful humanitarian tribute, William isn't just preparing to be king. He's earning it in the hearts of people across the globe, and that, right there, is the kind of monarchy the future needs. What do you think? Should more royal ceremonies honor everyday heroes instead of just high society figures? And if you could nominate someone for a global humanitarian honor, who would it be? Drop their name in the comments. Let's celebrate the unsung legends in our own lives. Red heart, before you go, white heavy checkmark, hit like if this story moved you, white heavy checkmark, subscribe to Crown Chronicles for more royal stories that inspire, uplift, and unite.